Hi, this is Tommy Hong presenting the paper co-authored with Professor Iju Ro. The title of the present paper is Value Creation and Capture in Developing Countries, and the subtitle is The Driver and the Mechanism of Offshore Outsourcing Innovations. This paper aims to answer two research questions. The first one is why do firms take the risk on outsourcing innovation in developing countries? The second one is how to manage outsourcing innovation in developing countries. To begin with, we should know why firms choose to outsource innovation activity in developing countries. In general, developing countries provide several location advantages, such as low cost, growing markets, and emerging innovativeness. However, we should also know that developing countries present several location disadvantages. For example, there are high legal risks, including the weak protection of intellectual property rights in developing countries. To tackle such a double-edged sword issue in developing countries, scholars normally rely upon two theories: transaction cost economies (TCE) and resource-based view (RBV). From the TCE perspective, firms can gain cost advantage while they outsource non-core activities in developing countries. However, this perspective doesn't explain that firms still outsource core activities in developing countries. In short, the TCE perspective overlooks the way that firms could still capture value even when outsourcing core innovation activity in developing countries. Besides, from the RBB perspective, firms can access rare resources while they outsource innovation in developing countries. However, this perspective doesn't fully explain how firms could capture value when resources are owned by offshore contract providers. To fill these research gaps, the present paper adopts the knowledge-based view (KBV) and argues that an outsourcing firm can play the role of a knowledge organizer. Because of that, the outsourcing firm can create value by leveraging and utilizing the human capital around the world. Moreover, the outsourcing firm can capture value by managing the knowledge embedded in the human capital when outsourcing innovation in developing countries. Drawing upon the theory of KBB, this paper developed its first hypothesis to predict the relationship between human capital and location choice. In specific, compared with the developed country, the developing country can provide low-cost and high-skilled technicians, scientists, and engineers. So this paper hypothesized that developing countries have a great likelihood to be selected for outsourcing innovation activity when they have the greater availability of low-cost, high-talented human capital. In addition, this paper further proposed the potential mechanisms that firms can use to manage offshore outsourcing innovations. As you can see on the slide, activities are the basic units and components of an innovation system. Some activities are interdependent, while others are highly interdependent. Such a system is in line with the theory of knowledge partitioning from the perspective of KBB. Stemmed from this perspective, this paper proposed two mechanisms: task specificity and project modularity for firms to manage offshore outsourcing innovations. On the one hand, task specificity is defined as disaggregating an innovation activity into interdependent specific tasks. For example, the IC design activity can be divided into three major parts: such as market specifications, implementation flow, and process technology. Within the part of implementation flow, there are several specific tasks, such as behavior, register transfer, gate, circuit, physical, and post layout. This paper argues that task specificity enables firms to allocate tasks efficiently and to manage the global configuration of knowledge that resides in human capital of offshore partners. It also limits the access to the knowledge of the specific task, exposes a little value of each task, and increases the cost of coordinating a whole innovation activity for the offshore partner. All this help protect outsourcing innovation. Accordingly, this paper proposed that the main effect stated in Hypothesis 1 would be strengthened when outsourcing high-tech specificity innovation activity in developing countries. On the other hand, project modularity is defined as the modularizing interdependent tasks in a project. Taking pharmaceutical R&D as an example, drug discovery is one of the R&D activities. Within the drug activities, there are several tasks: building compounds, analoging compound, and screening compound. The later two tasks are highly interdependent. This paper argues that project modularity enables firms to access the specific knowledge embedded in the human capital of offshore partners and to integrate knowledge across different partners quickly and efficiently. It also creates the complexity of interdependent tasks, hide the information of each project, and minimize the need for communication between projects. Such a mechanism can also protect outsourcing innovations. Therefore, this paper proposed that the main effect stated in Hypothesis 1 will be strengthened when outsourcing high project modularity innovation activity in developing countries. This paper used the data from Offshoring Research Network, Index of Economic Freedom, and World Economic Forum to test the above-mentioned hypothesis. The dataset consists of the 336 firms across 74 countries from 1990s to 2009. This paper used Heckman two-stage model to estimate the previous predictions. In the main estimation of the second stage, location choice is the dependent variable, low-cost talent is the independent variable to measure human capital, and task specificity as well as modularity are the moderating variables. According to the statistical results, three proposed hypotheses are supported. As you can see, the significantly positive coefficient of low-cost talent shown in Model 2 indicates the Hypothesis 1 is supported. In addition, the significantly positive coefficient of the interaction between low-cost talent and task specificity shown in Module 3 indicates that Hypothesis 2 is supported. Moreover, the significantly positive coefficient of the interaction between low-cost talent and project modularity shown in Model 4 indicates that Hypothesis 3 is also supported. The additional robustness checks further confirms the previous estimations. As you can see on the slide, those additional checks of the simple slope regressions and the marginal impact indicate the task specificity increase the odds for firms to outsource innovation in developing countries. Moreover, both robustness checks on the modeling effect of project modularity also confirms the previous estimation, which tells that project modularity increased the odds for firms to outsource innovation in developing countries. To sum up, this paper has three main findings. Firstly, human capital in terms of availability of low-cost and high-skilled talent is the significant factor driving firms to outsource innovation activity in developing countries. Secondly, since outsourcing implies partitioning activity based on knowledge, a firm can design either task specificity or project modularity as the managing mechanism to manage offshore outsourcing innovation in developing countries. Thirdly, an outsourcing firm can not only create value by accessing human capital, but also capture value by managing human capital within, between, and among offshore partners. This paper also has several contributions. First of all, it complements the previous TCE and RBB studies on offshore outsourcing innovation by developing a theory of human capital and knowledge partitioning from the perspective of KBB. In addition, it contributes to the research on the internationalization of innovation as well as offshore outsourcing innovation by investigating the impact of human capital on the decision of offshore innovation outsourcing. Moreover, it adds the discussion on the driver, moderators, and choice of offshore location, which has been downplayed in the IB literatures. More than that, it sheds some light on the recent research regarding global outsourcing and offshoring strategy by introducing two mechanisms used to manage offshore outsourcing innovations. Furthermore, it has some policy implications. For example, the paper indicates that the government programs that would enhance human capital in the firm's home country could be a way of reducing the firm's propensity to outsource innovation activity abroad. This is the paper presentation. Thanks for watching.